Hey folks, it's Vic Noble here with your weekly trade example for the week ending November the 1st of 2011. Boy, that means not a lot of shopping days left till Christmas, huh? One of the underlying themes in the Coach's Corner lately, or maybe a better way to say it, is one of the things I'm hearing a lot lately has been the realization by so many people that you need to become good at just one thing. Okay, and trying to be like the jack of all trades, that usually means you're going to be the master of none. Think about that. It's so true. If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be this: focus on just one thing. Okay, by that I mean one technical pattern or setup. It should be something that you see easily when you look at a chart, that feels comfortable to you. It should be something that's simple to you. And you know, it's going to be different for everybody. Some people find, for example, slingshots and moths to be too indicator heavy. They can't deal with all that. That's fine. For other people, it suits them just fine. They do really well with it. Some people might not want any indicators on their charts, and that's fine too. So you've got to find out what works for you. And not everybody's going to see the same thing. So for example, we have several patterns that we teach in the RFP course, but if you try to take on everything when you're learning, you're going to fail. Okay, pick one. Right? I mean, I just can't emphasize that enough. Now, like I said, in the Coach's Corner, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with some of the emails I'm getting. People are starting to really understand what I'm saying here. And I'm going to show you a couple of comments from people who recently got the RFP course and who are in the Coach's Corner. This one is from Michael here. He says, my first trade using this method was he just got the course. And like I say, some people come into this course with some experience already. Some don't have much experience, so it's all going to be different. Anyway, had a 15 pip stop. He got in late at 42. That was his price. I decided to go for the 127 with a 5-to-1 reward to risk. Nice. Okay. He didn't get it, but he tried that. But he did make money on this trade. Stop at break even, so no big deal if I get stopped out. This pattern was easy to find after studying the charts. They are everywhere. Thanks for the eye-opener. Love your courses. Nice reaction off this level today. Still digesting the power of confluence and how they all end up at the same level for a setup. And the next day from Michael, he says, looking at the open for Australia and found another number 6. Only looked at the Aussie US and was able to engineer a trade in less than a minute. 15 pip stop loss, covered half at 15 pips. Currently at break even, letting the remaining half run to 127. Done for the day. 35 pips in the green with a runner. Still got one trade open. Great setup in trade management. I'm using classic B, but modified the second half for a 127. This is just kind of a trade management ideas and guidelines that we show in the course. I also noticed that today that a number 4, this is interesting here that he noticed this. A number 4 first push with a pullback can turn into a noble entry or a number 6. That is super cool. Talk about stalking the entire day's moves after a number 4 is found. The first move on a number 4 also looks to bounce at AD and CD overlapping fib retracements before heading to the noble entry or number 6. Now this, I know this doesn't mean anything to you if you don't have the course, but what all he's saying here is that he's seeing that these patterns go from one to another to another to another as the market makes swings throughout the day. It is quite amazing. I mean, how they do that, and you can. I'm not saying you trade them all. That's very difficult to do unless you're extremely experienced. But and you don't need to, and you don't want to. But it's very interesting how they all move that way. There's lots and lots of trades. This is Mike, not Michael. This is a different guy. I've gone back to making myself stick to 2 pairs and 2 patterns. I found that I was getting sucked into trading more and more often, placing more trades every day, yet my risk reward did not change from break even. I stopped trading for a few weeks and analyzed what I had been doing for the past few months. It was not good or consistent. I just restarted yesterday, so far up 1.7%. This is an experienced trader, and this is I love that. This is maturity here. He stopped trading because it wasn't working. Why would you keep trading when doing something when it's not working? Well, Mike didn't. He stopped, and he changed his approach. He set out a new game plan, which we went over in the Coach's Corner. And this is so far what he's been doing, and he's going to do well. I just know it. Todd, a new member. I've also decided to just concentrate on the Aussie US dollar for now. Number 4s and number 6s. I learned my lesson that trying to follow too many pairs to look for a trade is not helping me. I went through the charts for the Aussie US over the weekend, going back 2 weeks, candle by candle, and I saw a bunch of number 6s and number 4s. So I'm happy to just concentrate on one pair and learn it well. So best regards, Todd. Bianca's another one. I should have mentioned her too. Just using pattern number 6, confirm with a slingshot or a moth, and she's really starting to pick these out nicely. These trades. I mean, this is just a British pound, but like this, here's a pattern 6 sell right here. This is also a 1-hour slingshot trade. Here's a pattern number 6 buy. It's a 30-minute moth. Here's another pattern number 6 buy right in here. It's another 15-minute moth, and on and on. These are little counter trend moves. Like the big trend is down, but I'll tell you what, these are like at least 2 to 1. This was a 3 to 1 reward to risk, depending how you got out of it. I'm just saying that's what's available in it. The main trend is down, which might be the only way you want to trade it, which is fine. Earl Nightingale, you may know of, he once said, you become what you think about most of the time. Or you could say, you get what you think about most of the time. And I would add that what you think about should be done with emotion. Like, get excited about it. Act as if, right? That means act as if you're already there. You've already got what you want. I don't mean being cocky. I mean being confident. There's a big difference. Being determined. Having laser focus on that one pattern that you've decided that you're going to trade. And if you'll just commit to doing that, you're going to give yourself a good chance. And if you remain unfocused and disjointed in your approach, it's going to be trouble. I'll just guarantee you that. So you need to break the bad cycle if this is your problem. And listen, it's hard to do this stuff on your own. I know that. If you need some help and you're serious about making it in the trading game, then get some help somewhere. Don't just sit there, helpless. Maybe, listen, I mean, obviously I have the Coach's Corner. Maybe you need a month or 2 or even longer in the Coach's Corner. This is a process. It isn't overnight. It takes time. One of our Coach's Corner members, Vipen, has become extremely good in using pattern number 6 and number 4 in other asset classes. Specifically, he trades the indices. The other day, he's in, was Thursday, I guess, in Thursday's Coach's Corner, he came in with a few of his trades. He made 10% in a single day using just these patterns. And this is not the first time he's done that. He does it very consistently, and that's it. This guy trades for his living. That's all he does. So believe me, he wouldn't have anything to do with us or these patterns if it didn't add to his bottom line. So there's some stuff for you to ponder and consider. And as always, if I can help with anything, let me know. Email me. We can talk on Skype if you need to. I'd be happy to get back to you. And on that, I'll just say take care. Have a great weekend and a week ahead. Control your risk at all times. That's something that you have control on. Okay, so do a good job of that, and I'll see you at the end of next week with another weekly trade example. Thanks so much.